and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll here. It's championship night for the Dirt Clash Super Street Series. These drivers have been duking it out, battling hard here for multiple weeks, and it's all going to come down to tonight. One driver is going to stand alone at the top of the charts here as our champion, and we're about to find out who's that going to be here tonight in this one. All these drivers looking very, very good, very fast, and ready to rock and roll here as practice is underway. These drivers making sure their cars are absolutely perfect, ready to rock and roll, and ready to duke it out here for a 75-lap feature event around Knoxville Raceway. This is gonna be one heck of a show, so here you go. It's the Dirt Clash Super Street Series Championship Night. Welcome in. Go. Woo! Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, baby. If that doesn't hype you the F up, I don't know what will. Let's get it. Let's go, chat. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's get hyped the F up. You all know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that follow or subscribe button. Let's get it, baby. Tag your friends. Tag your family. Get them in here as we're about to put on one of the best shows in motorsports right here tonight, right now. This is where it all gets started, right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to Peacemaker Gaming, and yet again, another wicked racing event here. These guys are about to put on a heck of a show here, a heck of a drive, and they're going to put on a beautiful race here. I know these guys are going to put on an absolutely amazing event here for all of us to enjoy tonight, man. We've been looking forward to seeing these guys back out onto the racetrack, and they're still looking very, very good. They're looking very fast, very racy, and they're looking to put on a heck of a show here. Oh my gosh, we're not muted over there on YouTube. We got to make sure we're muted over there. Make sure we jump over there and hit the like button on the stream and everything else. We'll jump over to Facebook, make sure we get everything rocking and rolling and good up there on the Facebook stream as well. Make sure everything is A-okay. Everything's looking beautiful. Everything's looking fine. We're going to get ready to put on a show. Matthew says, let's roll, baby. Let's roll, Matthew. Let's go, Mr. Glenn. Yo, Craig, Michael Deacon coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Craig? Brycey Bear with that heart reaction and the share as well. You feeling better, my guy? I'm feeling a little bit better, Matthew. A little bit better. Not 100%, but I'm kind of around like, I don't know, I'd say like the 80%-ish area, 80, 85%. Like I'm almost there. I still got a little bit of a sore throat, still a little bit of a sneeze and a little bit of the sniffles here and there, which is definitely very, very annoying. Definitely being a little bit nasally is definitely a downfall, but a little is better than none. Exactly. It's definitely better than none, and it's definitely better than getting worse as well. So it's at least heading in the right direction. At least hope going to the right direction. Hoping for a better tonight, Brycey Bear. I know, my boy. We're hoping to have a great night here tonight as well, my boy. Hoping to have a good night. Hoping to have a great race here. I'm sure that 84 ride's going to be hooked up and ready to roll here all evening long. I'm sure we'll see you up at the front of the field here, duking it out with all the big boys all evening here. So we're going to get ready for a wicked show, man. This is a heck of a racetrack, a beautiful racetrack. And everything out here is just looking so beautiful. You see John Quill Jr. jumping back out onto the track there. It looks like a new looking ride here for that Quill Racing Cocky Floyd Consulting 5.6 graphics ride, as that thing's looking very, very fresh. Well, you're looking good, my guy. Let's get it. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. Listen, I was like, do I use the webcam tonight or no? I'm like, you know what? I haven't sneezed in a little while, so I should be good to go. I should be safe to not have to sneeze throughout the stream. I should be good. So I wait and I put the suit, everything else on, and of course, as soon as I sat back down with the suit on, everything else, I sneezed like 7 or 8 times, and then I had to clean myself up for a little while there. But hopefully we'll be good for the rest of the night. Hopefully we'll be good for the rest of the night, not have to worry about being sick. Hopefully that'll stay out of the back of our mind. Yo, Jaron, what's good, my boy? Jaron coming in, showing the love as well. The heart reaction says, glad to see the webcam back in action. You know it, my boy. You know it, homie. You know it. You know it. Rocking in style as always. Oh, you know it. You know we got the pinstripe dress shirt on, the nice suede blue jacket. We're just rocking out. We're looking very good. We're ready to rock and roll here and put on an absolutely wicked race here for all these fans in the stands and for all these drivers and sponsors and family members that are watching and tuning in and everything else. We're looking to put on a great show here once again tonight. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, jump in with a couple of comments, as the more comments, likes, and shares we get on the stream, is the more and more eyes we'll have on the broadcast here, and that's exactly what we want to see, is all these drivers getting more and more eyes on their rides out there, as I believe John Quill Jr. is going to park his ride here, as these drivers are going to get ready for a, little bit of a warm-up, not a warm-up, but they're, what do you want to call it there? They're going to get ready for their little admin talk, their pre-race commands and everything else. They're going to make sure that everyone's on the same page, as they're going to make sure that everyone's ready to rock and roll here. Everyone's going to be kind of on the same page and the same thought process here throughout this A-Main feature event. This is how I get ready for my weekend, so I love it. Smash that like, share, and comments. Let's go, baby. Drivers meeting. That's the words I was looking for, Matthew. That's the words I was looking for. Drivers meeting. Yes, thank you on that one. A little bit of a brain fart right there. Yo, Blake, Mr. Wanamaker coming in with that like on the stream. What's good, Blake? What is good, my boy? Blake coming in, showing the love, smashing that like on the stream as well. What is good, homie?
Let's go.
Want to turn it down just a little bit, but not that much. It's like right, kind of stuck in the middle. It's a hard spot right there. Woo! Man, this is going to be a great show, chat. I hope you guys are ready to enjoy some wicked racing action. We got 75 laps here, so it's a big race, a big run around this racetrack. 75 laps of racing action. Ty Dickinson's unfortunately not in this one.
Let's go.
Ty's not in here. Bryce is out there. Bryce is in this one, but no Ty Dickinson here in this one, unfortunately. Man, look at that 20 ride of Chad Putterbow. It's Putterbow putting on a great looking new ride here for that iRacing iFlag DWR Evil One graphics machine. Looking very fresh. You see William Hargraves down there as well. I can't get a look at his ride. You do see Johnny Ratley down there in his iRacing iFlag #1 ride. John Quill Jr. back out onto the racetrack here in his number 777 ride. The Cocky Floyd Consulting Quill Racing Machine looking very slick here tonight as well. Yo, what is good, Jason? What is good, my boy? Jason out there on the racetrack. What is good, my boy? How's it going, Mr. Ganels? How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? Yo, what's good, homie? What's good, my boy? Jason coming in with that like on the stream as well. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, only a few more moments left to go here. Drivers meeting coming to an end. Ty Dickinson, tell Bryce not to suck. There we go. That's better. That's better. Bryce was in here. I'm sure he might still be lurking. So, Bryce, don't suck. Yeah, unfortunately, Ty doesn't race in this one, unfortunately. But, hey, you know what? We always love to see Ty up in the chat no matter what. If Ty could somehow figure out what's going on with his Facebook, he would have moderator abilities, and he'd be able to moderate the race. But I don't know what he's got going on with his stuff, but it does not let me moderate him. I don't know. Invite to manage your streams. Maybe that's leak comments from live streams. Ban people from your current stream. Ban people from all your live streams. See all admins. Invite as community manager. Invitation to be community manager has been sent to Ty Dickinson. All right, Ty, I just sent you another one. I sent you another one, my boy. So you could become the mod here, the newest mod in just a little bit. No flips down the backside of the track this weekend for me. Racing goals, yeah, those are some big racing goals right there. Some big racing goals right there. Do you know who you are talking to? Yeah, that's Bryce the Hitman Dickinson, okay? Don't you ever tell Bryce not to suck. He never sucks. He's always right where he needs to be and right where he wants to be. He's right on that super close edge of like always being exactly in the spot he wants to be, you know? He does exactly what he needs to every single race, okay? Whether it's coming first or coming last, Bryce, he's got a game plan from the get-go, and that's why he's got the Hitman nickname, you know? He's just out there. He's out there doing his thing. He's out there doing his thing week after week after week. Yo, Susie! Mama Bear! Susie Dickinson coming in, showing the love. What is good, Susie? Susie coming in, smashing that heart reaction as well. No, Daddy, show me, show me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Daddy, Daddy. Whew. All right, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers are going to get ready to go to battle here in just a little bit. A good-sized field looking at 17 drivers loaded in here for championship night as we see some of these guys out onto the racetrack. We see Jake Daniels in the 98X ride jumping out there. Hello, my boy. Hello, Susie. How you doing, Susie? My girl coming in showing the love. How are you tonight, Susie? How are you tonight? Yo, Jordan LaFond, my boy Jordan coming in showing the love as well. Smashing that like on the stream. Stop. I have to race still. I know. Don't get him too hot and bothered. Don't get him too hot and bothered. I kept it PG, laugh out loud. I appreciate that, Jordan. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Go get him, Bryce Dickinson. Bryce is looking good. I don't know. There's a lot of fast cars out here, man. There's a lot of tough drivers out here on the racetrack, but fortunately, they're all still down at their drivers meeting here. We only see a couple cars out there, and that's John Quill Jr. and Jake Daniels out there on the racetrack. Whew. And these guys have been looking very, very fresh, very fast, and very good here throughout this practice session. We're going to get ready to set them loose here in just a little bit. Always have to have a meeting. You always have to have a meeting. Exactly, Tom. You got to keep these drivers in. You know, you got to make sure. Trash stream, laugh my ass off. JK, good day, big dog. Let's get ready to rumble, says Jesse Geller. What is good, Jesse? How you doing, my boy? Tom, hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful night as well, my boy. Coming in showing the love over there on YouTube. Coming in showing all the love. We actually should jump over to our YouTube channel here real quick and add in some tags for the race here. You always seem to forget that until the very end. That's an extra way for people to actually find us on YouTube, so we got to remember to do that. We always got to remember to do that. What else? All right, we got a quick couple tags in there, making sure we got everything good to go. Perfect. YouTube is done and set. We can add a few more in later on. Man, this is always one of the most beautiful racetracks out here on the circuit, man. This is one of those tracks that everybody wants to be at, everyone wants to go to. This is one of those must-see racetracks in real life one of these days. Safety first comes next. Let's smash them likes and shares. Absolutely, absolutely, Matthew. Safety always comes next, you know. Safety first, fun comes next. Always, always. Safety's always the big thing. Always the big thing here. Got to make sure that these drivers are, you know, safe and, you know, secure in their race cars. Even though it's virtual, I mean, we've seen drivers get, you know, sprained wrist and, you know, arthritis, you know, you know, cranks in their neck, everything else. So we need to make sure that that all these drivers, you know, are taking the proper precautions to make sure that their hands stay safe, make sure that their feet get, you know, the proper amount of work and everything else, so that way their foots are, you know, always ready to go for the throttle and the clutch and everything else. And, you know, we got to make sure that, you know, these drivers stay hydrated and everything else, especially for this race being such a long race. We're going to see a 75 lap A-main feature event, which is going to be absolutely insane. 75 laps for these dirt street stocks around the racetrack is going to be putting on a great show, a wicked race here for every one of these drivers. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. It's a big thing. It's a big thing for these iRacers. You got to stay hydrated. Look at that sight. The lights are on here at Knoxville Raceway. This place looks beautiful. This place looks ready to rumble and ready to rock and roll here. We're going to get ready for a big show here, a great race, and an awesome, awesome, awesome location here. Knoxville Raceway, always putting on a great show here for us. All right, I do believe they are in their drivers meeting. They're making sure these guys are prepped and ready to go here. Oh no, it looks like we're going to be missing out on Nate Trepo, unfortunately. Got some bad storms rolling through Oklahoma this evening. Has knocked out my internet and now only comes on about every 20 to 30 minutes for a handful of minutes before going back down. So I'll be missing this finale tonight. Oh no. Tough break there for Nate Trepo. Unfortunately not being able to jump into this one here tonight. That's a tough break there for Trepo. Yo, Mr. Hargraves coming in. William coming in, showing the love, smashing that like on the stream. Chad Putterbo coming in as well. What is good, Chad? Chad coming in with that heart reaction. What's good, homie? You guys ready to rock and roll? You guys ready to put on a show here for us or what? I think you guys are ready to put on a show for all of us fans in the stands. I'm sure we'll see these drivers jump back out onto the racetrack here for a quick couple minutes here before the end of their practice session, as practice is about to end here any moment now. That means we're going to get right into the racing action. Our consolation race is about to get back to going. How big is the track? How big is the track? That is a great question. I want to say it's at least half a mile, but I think it's a little bit more. Yeah, it's half a mile in length. Half a mile dirt racetrack, but that's just on the inside. You take that high side groove, this racetrack becomes very, very big in a quick hurry. So that's definitely one thing that we'll see throughout this race. 75 laps is a long time. 75 laps is a lot of tire wear and a lot of just quick racing out there. And we'll see tires, we'll see this track change a ton here between right now and this practice session, our qualifying, our heat races, and then when it comes down to that final 20-25 laps of that A-Main feature event, we're going to see these drivers way up the racetrack, up against that outside wall. We may even see enough laps being run with the amount of cars on the racetrack here that we have tonight. We may even see the high side start to fade away. The bottom side and middle may start to come back, as we'll see a lot of drivers trying to run the shortest way around the racetrack compared to being way up there against that outside wall, where it's pretty treacherous grounds up there. You get into that outside wall, your car can dig in, get spun around, and get messed up in a quick hurry. So it's going to be interesting to see how all these drivers, what they can do, what changes they're going to make, and how they can stay ahead. That's 67.5 miles in 70 laps if you run the top. Laugh out loud. Oof. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Yeah, that's a lot right there. So you're looking at basically, 70 miles? 70 miles running the high side compared to probably, a lot less running the bottom, running around that bottom berm. Be a lot less, probably closer towards, that 40, maybe 45 area, running that bottom to middle side of the racetrack, just cutting the racetrack off that much. So you can see a lot of drivers maybe, have to run the bottom side for fuel mileage. They may have to run the bottom side just for, grip reasons, or just feel comfortable down there. So you're going to see a lot of cars moving around the racetrack and everything else as these drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack here. We're going to get ready for our qualifying session. I'm glad you're feeling better. Me too, Susie. Me too. I'm still not 100%, but we're getting there. Just rough figure. Didn't do exact math. Yeah, I feel you. Just a rough estimate. Just an estimate. See that WB Creative Design, Sub-Zero Racing, Throttle Down Motorsports, number 98 rider Wade Burris out onto the racetrack here, looking to have a good run here in qualifying, as he's looking to lay down a quick lap time. We see his teammate in the Throttle Down Motorsports ride, the 98X of Jake Daniels, Cody McCoy out there. In that Healthton Gaming number 13 machine, Jeremy Akins rolling out in the DWR iRacing iFlag machine as he jumps out onto the racetrack. Jim Revis in the 57 ride in the iRacing I-Flag DWR. JRE number 57 ride, Dakota Proud in the 119, jumping out onto the track. Daniel Northcutt in that Quill Racing 77 ride, looking to have a good run here as well in the 77 machine. Dustin Benton in that Throttle Down Motorsports, the Big D machine, that Precision Auto Bodies DCSSS ride, looking to have a big run and a great race here tonight as well in that 34 ride, looking very fresh. There's the Bryce the Hitman Dickinson in that Brycey Bear Designs race. EPI, Papa Mike Promotions, Elite Performance Industries, Next Level Racing, number 84 ride out onto the racetrack. Looking to have a good run here as well, as it all starts right now with a good qualifying run. And currently, the first two cars running the exact same lap times. Cody McCoy just a few tenths off of them here. Right now, Wade Burris and Jackie Whaley both running 22.89s. Jake Daniels with the 22.97 is going to jump up into third here. Chad Punterbow up there in the 20 ride. A new looking machine here for him, as Daniel Northcutt and John Quill Jr. are going to round out the top five now, as Northcutt there in fifth, John Quill into seventh now, as Jeremy Akins with the quick time in the 57 ride. Akins to the top of the speed charts here with a wicked fast lap time, a full 10th over our second place driver right now with a 22.79 here in this one. William Hargraves right there behind him though, as Hargraves jumps up into position number 2. That's going to move Wade Burris to third, Jim Revis into fourth, and Dustin Benton now into that fifth position on the racetrack. Bryce Dickinson's going to slide up into that fifth spot there with a good lap time right there with a 22.95. He's going to jump in between Jim Revis and Dustin Benton for fifth position. Stephen Barrow just getting done his qualifying run here. A bunch of drivers just getting done qualifying, as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here for our first heat race of the evening. Yo, Scott Schroyer. Scotty coming in, showing the love. What is good, Scott? Scott coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Peggy Hargraves Clark coming in with that like as well. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, hit that sub button, as we're going to get ready to keep on going here. Our first heat race of the evening about to get underway. All right, as these drivers loaded into the sim here, we're going to get ready to set them loose. Starting on the pole in the 57 ride. The first 57 ride, as there's a pair of them here on the front row. It's the 57 machine, the DWR. AMS Oil, number 57 of Jeremy Akins to his outside. In the DWR iRacing I-Flag, number 57, that is Jim Revis. Starting in position number 3 in the 119, that is Dakota Proud into his outside. In the Quill Racing House of Speed, Cocky Floyd Consulting, number 77, that is Daniel Northcutt. Starting in position number 5 is supposed to be the 13 ride of Cody McCoy. Unfortunately, it looks like Cody's taking his ride back down pit side here, as Justin Hopkins going to be that fifth driver out there on the racetrack in that Quill Racing on-track number 44 J machine, as he's out there in that fifth position, as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1. Glad you're feeling better too. You sound way better. Thank you, my boy. Thank you, Jordan. I filled myself full of NyQuil all night last night, laid in bed, tried not to do really anything all day, tried to just keep up on the fluid, tried to keep up on, you know, just the hauls and everything else. Unfortunately, still a little sick, not 100%. Still got a little bit of a sore throat and a little bit of a cough, a little bit of a, you know, nasally kind of deal, but the cold is luckily going away here in a quick hurry, as we're going to get ready for heat race number 1. Quickly, the green flag's out in the air here for that 57 rider, Jeremy Akins. Akins with the quick time here in qualifying is going to quickly pull out in front here as Jim Revis, his teammate, right there in position number 2. Dakota Proud there in third with Daniel Northcutt in fourth, and Justin Hopkins there in position number 5, as Cody McCoy, unfortunately, still parked down pit side here, so a tough break for that number 13 machine. Gotta drink that orange juice, kicks it every time. 1 jug per day. Oh my gosh. That much OJ? I don't think I can handle drinking that much OJ, my boy. Holy moly. Jeremy Akins continuing to lead the way here as Jim Revis trying to track him down here in that 57 machine, as a pair of 57s out in front. Dakota Proud holding strong here in position number 3 as he's kind of lost the front 2 but separated himself from Daniel Northcutt and that 44 ride of Justin Hopkins, as Hopkins and Northcutt battle side by side back there for that 4th position on the racetrack. Jim Revis going to take a look down low here. He's going to try to find something on the bottom side of the racetrack underneath of his DWR teammate there in Jeremy Akins. Yo, Blaze, Rachel's, Blaze coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Blaze? How you doing, my boy? Coming in, showing the love, smashing that like on the stream as well. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys do exactly what Blaze just did. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. So we're going to keep on rocking and rolling here as heat race number 1 underway. Jeremy Akins continues to lead the way here with Jim Revis right there in tow as he tries to find a way down and around his teammate here for the top spot in heat race number 1. Dakota Proud starting to roll him in here, starting to catch up to the front 2. As he separated himself even more now from Justin Hopkins and Daniel Northcutt as they continue to battle side by side. Akins still just barely out in front here, holding off that number 57 ride, his teammate. Yo, oh my gosh. Pass. I don't know if I'd be able to say your name correctly, but thank you for coming in and hitting that sub button over on YouTube. I absolutely murdered your name, my boy. I absolutely murdered that. There's no way I can pronounce that. I don't think there's a chance in hell I'd be able to pronounce that. It's a little bit of contact here between our leaders. Jim Revis gets into the side there of Jeremy Akins. Looks out of the throttle, avoids spinning him and his teammate around here. They're going to keep their foot in the throttle, keep on rolling as Dakota Proud's pulled right to the back bumper now of Jim Revis, as Jim Revis is going to try to continue to pull in that blue, black, and white number 57 ride out there on the racetrack, as he's trying to find different entries here. You see him getting a little bit high there on corner entry through corner number 3 there. Gonna try to get a little bit lower here, gets right to the back bumper again, as we're gonna see the white flag fly one more time around here for Jeremy Akins. Akins doing everything he can to try to hold off Jim Revis, as Revis is right there behind him. Dakota Proud solidly there in 3rd, as Daniel Northcutt in position number 4, holding off Justin Hopkins, is out at corner number 4. Side by side here, down to the start finish line. It's the 57 ride of Jeremy Akins in the blue, black, and white number 57 ride, who's gonna pick up the checkered flag here in heat race number 1. Jim Revis right there in 2nd, made it close, got to the inside, tried to make something happen there on that last lap, but unfortunately just not enough to take that heat race win away from his teammate. As we're gonna get ready to stack them up and get ready to do it all over again. Heat race number 2 getting loaded up here on the pit side here. How many transfer? Matthew, I do believe everybody's going to work their way into the show here tonight. In this one, no one's going to go home early. They're all going to have an opportunity to race in this 75-lap feature event. Unfortunately, a few drivers just couldn't make it. We had a few that had some bad weather roll in and no internet and everything else. So not a huge field of cars, but we'll see 3 heat races here. I do believe 17 or 18 drivers or something. So be interesting to see how it all plays out here, but we're going to see some great racing nonetheless, like we just did in heat race number 1, as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2, starting on the pole in this one in the Malum Electric Dirt Panda Viv's Liquor Wild Bill's Race Design number 71H. That is William Hargraves. To his outside in the Papa Mike Promotions Next Level Racing Grip Hackney number 84. That is the Hitman, Bryce Dickinson. Starting in position number 3 in that Throttle Down Motorsports, number 720, that is Jackie Whaley to his outside. In that green and yellow, number 45, that is Stephen Barrow. And bringing up our final row in position number 5. In the DWR iRacing iFlag number 1, that is Johnny Ratley. Into his outside, his teammate in the 20P machine, that is Chad Putterbo. So we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2 as the green flag out into the air here for our second heat race of the evening. Quickly, William Hargraves putting that pedal to the metal here as that 71H ride leads the way. Bryce Dickinson right there in second, trying to run the middle side of the racetrack here just ever so slightly, trying to get some big runs up there as you see this racetrack is still very, very tacky. A lot of grip around this track still. Slowly but surely, it's going to get more and more burnt off. We'll see these drivers really start to move up the racetrack and around this racetrack more and more. See Johnny Ratley trying to work himself up inside the top 4 here as he works down low underneath that 45 ride of Stephen Barrow. Barrow holding strong, though, up there on the high side. You see Bryce Dickinson going up a little bit higher there as well. 720 ride of Jackie Whaley trying to take a look underneath of him here as the hitman Bryce Dickinson trying to reel in our race leader William Hargraves as Hargraves looking very, very stout here early on in this one. Johnny Ratley still battling side by side here, but does just barely beat that 45 ride across the start finish line there. So move the 1 ride up into position number 4, the 45. Back into position number 5 is Chad Putterbo. There in position number 6. Yo, John Quill Jr. What is good, John Quill? What is good, my boy coming in? Says, let's get it, my boy. Let's go, Johnny. Let's go, homie. What is good? How you doing tonight? Hopefully you're ready for your heat race, my boy. Hopefully you're ready for some wicked racing action. James Beavers coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. Anthony Karf coming in with that like on the stream. How you doing, Anthony? How you doing, James? Coming in, showing the love as William Hargraves continues to lead the way here. That Dirt Panda Malum Electric 71H ride looks absolutely hooked up here tonight. Was second quickest in qualifying. Showing why right here. Very strong heat race so far for that 71H ride as he's slowly but surely trying to pull away ever so slightly from that 84 ride of Bryce Dickinson. Bryce getting a little bit of pressure there from behind as here comes that 720 ride of Jackie Whaley. Whaley trying to stick right there to the inside here of the 84 ride as they battle somewhat side by side. Johnny Ratley is closing the gap here and closing in on that battle for position number 2. Yo, John Quill Jr. Are you kidding me, Johnny? John coming in with the GGs and the fist bump. Let's go, my boy. John Quill Jr. coming in with the back-to-back 500-star donos. Coming in with the big 1K dono. My boy John coming in showing the massive love. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see some likes up in the stream here and some hashtags. See some hashtags Johns up in the chat here. Some hashtag Johns and some hashtag 777s up in the chat for Mr. John Quill Jr. Coming in showing the love here during heat race number 2. Big love, Johnny boy. Big love, my boy. Coming in showing the massive love here once again tonight as we see a great race here starting to brew as that 84 ride of Bryce Dickinson trying to close the gap here on the 71H as the white flag flies here for William Hargraves one more time around here for that number 71H machine as Hargraves out in front. Bryce Dickinson right there in second, down at a corner number 3 and out at corner number 4. No one there to touch him as William Hargraves picks up heat race win number 2. Bryce Dickinson there in second, and a great run for Johnny Ratley as he works himself up into position number 3 there. Just getting by the 720 of Jackie Whaley for that 3rd position on the racetrack. So Johnny Ratley looking pretty good, pretty stout in this one as well. Susie coming in showing the love with the hashtag John the 777. Let's go. Let's go. We need to make that into a Bible verse. Bible verse John 777. Those who go fast will make the pass. Someone's got to put that. Someone's got to put that into the Bible right now. I think that's got to go into the Bible. Any drivers from Illinois? That's a good question. That's a good question, Tom. I'm not 100% sure. There might be a couple. I know these guys are from all over the U.S., and I'm not sure. Any drivers out there in the race here tonight that are from, that's Illinois, right? Illinois, I-L. I do believe that's Illinois. I'm Canadian, so I'm not 100% sure what all the states are abbreviated to or anything else, but I'm pretty sure that's what the abbreviation stands for, is Illinois with the IL. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I've been wrong tons of times before, so could be wrong again. Viv coming in, showing the love as well, saying, yay, William, a good run there. As we're going to get ready here for heat race number 3 on the racetrack. Heat race number 3 about to get underway here as Wade Burris in that 98 ride, the WB Creative Designs Dark Wolf Network number 98 machine is going to start from that front row here on that pole position. The Sub-Zero ride looking to have a good run here as he's got the Big D machine, the Throttle Down Motorsports Precision Auto Body, number 34 of Dustin Benton there to his outside. Jake Daniels in the 98X ride. It's another one of those Throttle Down Motorsports machines there in third, and to his outside, a new looking ride here. It's the 777 of John Quill Jr. in that 5.6 graphics Logitech Cocky Floyd Consulting Quill Racing 777 ride there in position number 4, and it's the 15 ride, another one of those Quill Racing rides there in position number 5 as the green flag is already out, and we can see a little bit of contact already as here comes the Big D machine of Dustin Benton. Down to the inside, he quickly crossed over Wade Burris and down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Looks like he's going to get a big enough run to close the door here, and it's the Big D ride of Dustin Benton taking the lead away here in that 34 ride. So move Dustin Benton to the top of the charts here as Wade Burris back into second. You see John Quill Jr. in the 98X ride of Jake Daniels continuing to battle side by side here. Quill up on the high side. Jake Daniels down on the bottom here. We have that 98 of Wade Burris right there in front of him. Wade's going to go down to the bottom side. He may slide up ever so slightly here. These guys are going to be looking for some big runs and trying to get both of their rides around the 98 ride of Wade Burris, but Wade's doing a great job right there in position number 2, sticking right to the back bumper here of Dustin Benton, as Benton hasn't been able to pull away from the rest of the field as that Sub-Zero Racing ride stayed right there with them. Now taking a look down to the inside here. Dustin staying true to the middle side of the racetrack, not even trying the bottom side. John Quill and Jake Daniels continue to duke it out there for position number 3 on the racetrack. You see Matt Taylor right there in position number 5 in that 5.6 graphics Cocky Floyd Consulting number 15 ride. There in position number 5, hanging right there with them, ready to pounce if something happens. He's right there to jump up and try to make some moves as that White Knuckle Racing Setup Shop ride hooked up down on the bottom side. Gonna get to the inside right there of that 34 ride. Couldn't get anything to happen. He's gonna take another look down low. Here comes John Quill Jr. as John Quill solidly now into position number 3 here as he's cleared that 98X ride of Jake Daniels. Jake gonna slide back to position number 4. Now the 777 ride's gonna try a different line here. Gets a little bit tight there through the center of the corner. The 98X gets into his back bumper. Keeps him going here as unfortunately John Quill really had to get out of the throttle there as he got super tight down there on the bottom side of the racetrack underneath of the 98 ride of Wade Burris. Dustin Benton continues to lead the way here. The Throttle Down Motorsports WB Creative Designs number 34 ride trying to pick up the heat race win here in this one for championship night. I do believe Dustin is our points leader. I don't have the points right here in front of me, but I do believe Dustin is the points leader. Let me see here if we can find any of the points. Interesting. One of these guys will have to shoot me a message or something on what the point standings are so we can get a better look at those. As out in front, it's all Dustin Benton as the white flag is going to be thrown here one more time around for that 34 ride. Dustin Benton out in front, but Wade Burris has been all over his back bumper all race long. Down the backstretch one more time here for heat race number 3. Down into corner number 3 and out at corner number 4. Wade Burris gets a little bit tight up the racetrack. Goes the 777 ride of Jonquil Jr. They're going to drag race back to the start-finish line as Dustin Benton picks up heat race win number 3. Wade Burris, Jonquil Jr., Jake Daniels, and Matt Taylor rounding out the field there for heat race number 3 on the evening. And it does look like we're going to have a consolation race. I don't know why we will, but it looks like we are. So I guess these guys are going to do a consolation race anyways. We probably could have just skipped this one and went right into the 75-lap feature event as all 8 drivers are going to transfer through. Nobody's going to go home early. They're all going to get their opportunity to race in this one. Check Discord, homie. Okay, someone posted them. Someone posted them. Boom. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Brycey Bear. Thank you, my boy. Make this a little bit bigger as it does look like Dustin Benton is our points leader here. William Hargraves there in second by 14 points. Jim Revis in position number 3, a little bit of ways behind. I don't think he can catch him. Bryce Dickinson solidly there in position number 4, and Jake Daniels 5th in the point standings here. As we're going to get ready for our consolation race here as these drivers loaded into the sim. They're going to get ready to rock and roll. Starting on the pole in the 77 ride, that is Daniel Northcutt. To his outside in the 720 ride, that is Jackie Whaley. Starting in position number 3 is the 98 ride of Jake Daniels, and to his outside in the 44, that is Justin Hopkins. Starting in position number 5 in the 45, that is Stephen Barrow, and to his outside in the 15 ride, that is Matt Taylor. Bringing up the rear of the field in the 13 machine, that is Cody McCoy, and to his outside in the 20 ride, that is Chad Putterbow. As we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here with our consolation race. All these drivers will work their way into the show. Nobody's going to go home early. Everybody works it in. It does mean Illinois. Okay, I'm glad to know that, Tom. I'm glad to know that, my boy. Yo, DWR, Anthony Karp coming in with the shares as well. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Well, had the outside till I didn't laugh out loud. That is correct, John. The car looked good, though. The car looked very good and very fast, and right now Daniel Northcutt out in front here in this consolation race. We saw a little bit of contact there for Jackie Whaley off the start of this one as he's going to get a little bit of a bump there, kind of gets into the back of the 98X, and then the 44 ride kind of gets hooked in with him, and Chad Putterbow is going to get collected, and a few of them are going to get turned around, but we're going to keep on rolling here. No caution flag here as everyone's still going to make it into the A main. Nobody's going to go home early. Everyone's going to have a chance to race in this 75 lap feature event as Daniel Northcutt and the Quill Racing, Cocky Floyd Consulting, 5-6 Graphics. That was the speed number 77 ride out in front, but he's got Stephen Barrow in that 98X ride of Jake Daniels right there on his back bumper as he tries to hold them off and hold on to the top spot here as they're right there all over him here in this consolation race. We're going to jump into a quick Peacemaker Gaming, crank it up here as we're going to crank up the volume and cheer on these drivers. out front is a little bit of contact right there behind him between that 45 and 77 as Jake Daniels is going to pick up this consolation race win here. Stephen Barrow in second, Daniel Northcutt there in third, Matt Taylor in position number 4, Cody McCoy in that 5th position, Jackie Whaley, Justin Hopkins, and Chad Putterbow are going to round out the field there for our consolation race, as these drivers are going to jump back out onto the racetrack here for a quick warm-up session. And some of these cars haven't seen the racetrack in a little while, and as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit slick out there. It's starting to slicken off down through the bottom of the racetrack. It's starting to move up a little bit higher and higher, so these guys are going to make sure they have their right setups and make sure that they have their cars ready to rock and roll here for when this 75 lap A main feature event gets underway.
Let's go!
Is this warm-up session about to come to a close? We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose here in just a little bit as our A main feature event is about to get underway. 75 laps is the distance here around Knoxville Raceway for these drivers as their practice session about to come to a close. They've been working on their cars. They've been making sure that these things are set up and ready to roll here. Absolutely perfect in perfection here in this one. We're going to get ready to set them loose in just a few more moments, and we're going to make sure that we're primed and ready to rock and roll here in this one as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Our A-Main feature event about to get underway. As these drivers load into the sim here, we're going to get ready to set them loose. We're actually going to quickly make this a little bit brighter here. We're going to turn the contrast down a little bit and the gamma. We're going to turn the brightness up just a smidge. Make it a little bit easier there for everyone to see the cars and the track and all the sponsors, as we're going to get ready here for our A-Main feature event, as it's the championship night of the Dirt Clash Super Street Series, live from Knoxville Raceway. 75-lap A-Main feature event coming right at you, and starting on the pole in this one, in the number 57 ride. That is the 57 machine of Jeremy Akins. To his outside, in the 71H machine, that is William Hargraves. Starting in position number 3 in the Big D machine, it's the Precision Auto Bodies number 34 of Dustin Benton. To his outside, in the iRacing I-Flag, number 57, that is Jim Revis. Then we see the 84 machine, that is the Hitman, Bryce Dickinson, there in 5th, and to his outside, in the WB Creative Designs, number 98, that is Wade Burris. The 119 of Dakota Proud and Johnny Ratley bring up row number 4, with John Quill Jr. and Jake Daniels bringing up row number 5. Daniel Northcutt, Stephen Barrow, Justin Hopkins, Matt Taylor, Jackie Whaley, Chad Putterbow, and that 13 machine of Cody McCoy bringing up the rear of the field. 17 drivers, 75 laps, as we're going to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation, as the green flag is out here on the championship night, and the fireworks are exploding around the racetrack. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that share, and hit that follow button, and cheer these drivers on. Jeremy Akins out in front, but here comes the 34 and the 71 as they try to go 3 wide here for the top spot, as Jeremy Akins leads lap number 1, but Dustin Benton down on the bottom side, he's looking to try to take the lead away here. 71H or William Hargraves was showing his nose underneath the 34, really trying to get under him here, as Dustin Benton just needs to have a good, clean race here, finish up inside the top 15, and I do believe that would help him lock in this championship. So a tough one here for William Hargraves, as he needs that 34 wide to unfortunately have a rough night, for him to have a good one, for him to be able to jump up and snag this championship away from that 34 wide, as Dustin Benton in that orange and yellow machine trying to pick up the championship here tonight, as well as that checkered flag. Hargraves still all over the back bumper there of Dustin Benton, as Jim Revis now jumps up into position number 3 in that iRacing I-Flag DWR. Number 57 ride, as he's right there in 3rd. Jeremy Akins there in 4th, as he's now got the 84 wide. It's the Hitman, Bryce Dickinson, down to his inside as he sees some contact in front of him. Jim Revis in the 71H of William Hargraves make a little bit of contact. Here comes Jim down on the bottom side. So Jim Revis jumping up into position number 2 here on the racetrack, as William Hargraves really went way up the racetrack here, went for a huge high side run. He's looking to try to do the same thing here. Cuts down the racetrack and tries to get this big run out of the corner. Unfortunately, gets into the side of the 57 ride as he was trying to run that line, and he made that little bit of contact with Jim and killed all of his momentum and put him out of line there, and unfortunately shuffled him back into position number 3, but here he is already back to the rear bumper here of Jim Revis, trying to find himself back into that 2nd spot as we're moving around the racetrack, trying to find some different lines, trying to find some different ways to maybe get up there and take this lead away from that 34 ride of Dustin Benton. Benton continues to lead the way. Bryce Dickinson right there in 4th. Jeremy Akins there in 5th. Now has Johnny Ratley there to his inside as our pole sitter sliding back ever so slightly as you see Some more of these drivers starting to migrate a little bit higher up towards the high side of the racetrack here. Some still sticking down low right against that little berm. The 57 ride right there through the middle side of the racetrack. You see Bryce Dickinson way up on the high side trying to use all that good grip and all that tacky stuff up there along the high side of the racetrack. Now you see Dustin Benton, our race leader, starting to run that line. He went up high. William Hargraves went down low. Jim Rebb is going to stay right there through the middle as he tries to stay in position number 2. Now he's going to go up to the high side here in 3 and 4. These drivers all shuffling around the racetrack trying to figure out where this line is going to go next and who's going to have that fastest way around the racetrack. Who can get there first, who can find it first, and who can take advantage of that high side way up there against the outside wall. Jeremy Aikens holding on to 5th here as Jake Daniels in the 98X tries to battle now to the outside of Johnny Ratley as Ratley stuck down, kind of down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Looks like he's going to find a hole here, slide up in front of the 98 ride of Wade Burris. Burris is going to take a look down low here. The 1 ride looking for a big run up there off the high side. Wade Burris there in 8th. Dakota Proud trying to hold on to position number 9 as he's got John Quill Jr. down to his inside as John Quill's going to go for the slide job here in 3 and 4. He's going to make it work, but the 119 with a beautiful crossover going to get back down to his inside. John Quill going to look to try to get a big run here back to the rear bumper of the 119 ride as they continue to duke it out that 9th and 10th position. A couple of those Quill racing rides right there behind them in Dakota Northcutt and Jackie Whaley and a 44 ride of Justin Hopkins all right there in 11th, 12th, and 13th position. Matt Taylor there in that 14th spot. Chad Putterbow there in position number 15. Looking to the inside here of Matt Taylor. Stephen Barrow there in the 16th position. And unfortunately, looks like Cody McCoy taking his 13 ride down pit side. So a tough break there for the 13 machine. As out in front, it's all Dustin Benton as Benton continues to lead the way here. We're going to jump into a Peacemaker game and crank it up. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers. wheel. What's good, my boy Lonnie here coming in showing the love. These drivers continue to battle at the front of the field.
Let's go!
And a great race here between our two front drivers in this one. Continue to duke it out. Dustin Benton still out in front, continuing to lead the way here. The big team machine, the Precision Auto Body. Race for Randy, number 34, riding that Throttle Down Motorsports machine out in front, not only trying to pick up a checkered flag, but also trying to pick up a championship here. That number 34 machine continues to lead the way. William Hargraves trying to hunt him down. Trying to put that Dirt Panda Malum Electric number 71 H-Ride back down in victory lane as the Bibbs Liquor Wild Bill's race design right there in position number 2. We've been seeing him move all around the racetrack trying to find a way up towards the front of the field. Jim Revis has been right there behind him. Saw him jump up into position number 2 for a little bit there. Falling back to third here and now has his DWR iRacing I-Flag. Teammate right there behind him is the JRE crew. Right there in third and fourth is Johnny Ratley. Has worked his number 1 ride, that Evil One graphics machine. Now up into position number 4 and looking for more. The Hitman Bryce Dickinson and that Brycey Bear Designs NH Lens Next Level Racing. Elite Performance Industries Papa Mike Promotion ride there in position number 5 as Bryce trying to hold on to that 5th position. He's got Jake Daniels in that Throttle Down Motorsports. Action Automotive number 98 X-Ride right there in position number 6 on the outside of the top 5 looking in. Wade Burris in the 777 ride of John Quill Jr. battle side by side here for that 7th position on the racetrack. The Quill Racing, Donkey Boy Consulting 777 ride there on the high side. The WB Creative Designs Dark Wolf Network 98 machine down there on the bottom side as Burris and Quill battle side by side here, having a great run between the two of them for that 7th and 8th position. Our pole sitter in the DWR number 57 ride, Jeremy Aikens, sliding back a little bit here as he's moved back to that 9th position, still inside the top 10, but unfortunately not being able to hang up there with the big boys here throughout this one. We'll have to see if that 57 ride can storm back through the field and get back towards the front. Dakota Proud in the 119 machine. There in that 10th position on the racetrack. That was a very solid run, very conservative race so far out. That 119 has avoided a lot of contact. We haven't really seen them too much side-by-side battles. This 119 ride's looking very good inside the top 10. Quill Racing, 5-6 graphics, on track, number 44 ride of Justin Hopkins there in 11th as he has the DWR iRacing I-Flag. Number 20 ride of Chad Butterfield right there behind him in 12th, Jackie Whaley. In the Throttle Down Motorsports, number 720 ride there in position number 13. Then we see Matt Taylor in that Quill Racing, Hockey Boy Consulting, House of Speed, number 15 ride. A little bit of rear end damage and a little bit of side damage there for Matt Taylor as he's back in that 14th position as Stephen Barrow there behind him in the 45 ride. Daniel Northcutt in that 16th position, unfortunately, going a lap down here for that Knoxville Racing 5.6 graphics. Cocky Boy Consulting number 77 riders. The race leaders are going to work their way around him here, currently in that lucky dog position. He's trying to stay up on the high side of the racetrack, trying to stay out of our leaders' way as Dustin Benton continues to lead this race, but William Hargraves hasn't given him an inch, has stayed right there on his back bumper all race long. Neo, my boy, coming in showing the love, says enjoying the camera work and good race. Absolutely, my boy. Some great racing action here by all these drivers tonight. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, and make sure you cheer on your favorite driver here in the field. Tyler Robinson coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Tyler? Tyler coming in showing the love, smashing that like on the stream. Let's go, baby. What is good, Tyler? If you guys are watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and that sub button over there as well, as we continue to grow more and more over on YouTube Gaming. And if you're watching over on Kick and you're new here to the Peacemaker Gaming crew, make sure you hit that gosh heckin' follow button over there on Kick live streaming as well. We continue to grow everywhere and anywhere. Things are always picking up on every single channel, every single front that we stream. It's out in front, it's all that number 34 riders. Dustin Benton continues to lead the way here. These drivers laying down some crazy good lap times still. Everyone's still inside about the 24-second area here, where everyone running right around that 24.0, 24.1, getting down to the 24.2s at the back of the pack, but out in front, great lap times here. We just saw everyone actually break into the 23s here that last time by. So Dustin Benton, William Hargraves, Jim Revis, Johnny Ratley, all inside the 23-second bracket. That time past the start-finish line. And Jim Revis actually had that quickest lap time. So Jim possibly on the move here in that 57 machine as they're lined up nose to tail. 1, 2, and 3 here in this one. Doing good, man. You still sick, man? I'm still a little sick. We do have the webcam. Just had it turned off for that first little bit there, but we do have the webcam on. We got the suit. We got the dress shirt, the suit on. You know, we're feeling a little bit better, but not quite 100%. You know, not quite 100%, but we're feeling better. That's for certain. Yo, Billy, Mr. Northcutt coming in, showing the love, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Billy? How you doing tonight, my boy? Billy coming in, showing the love, smashing the like on the stream. Is some great racing here in the front of the field. Give a round of applause to all these drivers, man. Absolutely wicked race so far. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right there, nose to tail here. You see a couple of them. William Hargraves, we have the racetrack. Just trying to find something, some sort of a way to get around that 34 ride of Dustin Benton. Is Benton right there on the bottom side of the racetrack pretty much all race long. Moved up for a little bit and then went right back down to the bottom side. Just hooking that left front and left rear right down into the pay dirt down the bottom side of the racetrack, and getting some great runs, some great moves out there, and continuing to do some good work. Good deal, man. At least the pig didn't get you last night. Yeah, the pigs didn't get me last night. Thank God. Thank God the pigs didn't get me last night. I was kind of worried about it. I was thinking, you know what? If that's how many pigs actually exist, us in Canada, we are absolutely ruined. We're fighting like 50 pigs to 1. I'd be toast. Little bit of contact here between our race leaders. Dustin Benton getting that pressure on here as the 71H ride looks down to his inside. He's pulling right up beside his door here. It's up on the high side. Jim Revis looking for a big run, looking to try to get to the outside now. The 71H ride. Jim Revis right there trying to work himself up into the top spot as they continue to battle down on the bottom side. Jim's going to try a different route here. They're side by side for position number 2. That's exactly what Dustin wants to see. If it can slow them down, if they battle for second, he might be able to open up a little bit of a lead, but right now they've been sticking right there to his back bumper. Jim gets up a little bit high there in corner number 3 and 4. Still gets a good run, but unfortunately loses a little bit of ground there to William Hargraves as Hargraves continues to keep peeking down low here to that left-hand side of Dustin Benton. Benton's definitely getting an earful of that ride right now as he's right there trying to dig into his back bumper. Jim Revis right there ready to attack as well. As you can see, the 71H ride is going to send it in here and see just how close he's getting. That's not even as close as what he has been. Jim Revis coming with a big run here, gets into his back bumper a little bit. That's going to get that 34 a little sideways. He's going to open up the door a little bit more here for that Dirt Panda number 71H ride. The Malum Electric Machine trying to jump up there and still trying to find himself a way around that Precision Auto Body DCSSS ride of Dustin Benton. And you see that DWR iRacing iFlag number 1 ride of Johnny Ratley right there in the mix, as well as the top 4 putting on a show here for us. They're going to start running into some lap traffic here. Matt Taylor and Stephen Barrow right there in front of them, about half a straightaway ahead here. So our leaders might have to start moving around here a little bit as lap traffic going to come into play here. Lap traffic going to be a big thing late in this one. We're already 50 laps through this A-Main feature event. 50 laps of nothing but good, hard, clean racing out here on the racetrack. Absolutely insane. Absolutely what we wanted to see here is a great race and some great non-stop green flag runs here and really let these drivers duke it out. As the laps continue to click off, you see the racetrack continuing to get slicker and slicker and starting to move around a little bit more and a little bit more here. Johnny Ratley there in 4th, looking to try to get some big runs up there on the high side. Now you see William Hargraves way up there trying to get a big run on the high side of the racetrack. Travis right there behind him. Bryce Dickinson back here in position number 5, trying to work himself underneath the 77 ride of, I believe that is the 77 of Daniel Northcutt back there in that 14th position, as now Bryce Dickinson battling side by side here with the 98X ride of Dave Daniels. As these two battle for that 5th and 6th position on the racetrack. The Action Automotive Throttle Down Motorsports 98X is going to take position number 5 away from that Papa Mike promotion. Next Level Racing, RaceEPI.com, Bryce Bear Designs, Grip Hackney, number 84 ride as Bryce sliding back there to position number 6, and still side by side back here for position number 7. Wade Burris trying to come back and get around that 777 ride of John Quill Jr. as these two been basically side by side all race long. Wade Burris there in that Sub-Zero Sim Racing number 98 ride gets up into the outside wall a little bit there in that White Knuckle Racing setup shop number 98 machine, as he's got that Quill Racing House of Speed Cocky Floyd Consulting 777 ride of John Quill Jr. down to his inside, trying to hold on to that 7th position. Jeremy Akins, the DWR number 57 ride there in 9th, and Dakota Proud right there reeling him in for that 10th position on the racetrack. Chad Putterbow having a good run here in that iRacing iFlag DWR JRE number 20 ride. He's up into that 11th position, the Throttle Down Motorsports 720 ride of Jackie Whaley there in 12th. 5-6 Graphics Quill Racing Cocky Floyd Consulting number 15 ride, unfortunately going a lap down here. That's Matt Taylor there in 13th. Stephen Barrow in 15th or 14th. Daniel Northcutt there in 15th. Justin Hopkins off the racetrack in that 16th position, and Cody McCoy down pit side back in that 17th position on the racetrack. As out in front, it's still Dustin Benton. Benton continues to lead the way here. Jim Revis jumping up and taking position number 2 away here from William Hargraves. Hargraves gonna try to battle back strong here down to the inside of that 57 ride as they continue to just try to find a way around that Throttle Down Motorsports. WB Creative Designs, Precision Auto Bodies, number 34 ride of Dustin Benton as that Big T Landscaping, the Big T machine, out in front here, leading a lot of laps, having a great run and a great race as See Jim way up the racetrack looking for those big runs once again down the straightaways. Gonna get right to the back bumper. Gonna take a look down to the inside. Gonna get a little bit tight there. Has to lock up the brakes just a little bit to avoid the contact with Dustin Benton as William Hargraves gonna come with a big run up on the high side here. He's gonna stay up there, try to build some momentum. He's got Johnny Ratley trying to stick right there with him. They try to build up some momentum, try to get some big runs, trying to figure out some sort of a way to get around Dustin Benton here in these closing laps. The laps are definitely coming to a close here. This time by lap number 63 of 75 here. About 12 more laps left to go here. 62 green flag laps in the books. 13 more laps left to go. We're going to jump into a quick Peacemaker Gaming Rank It Up. A tough break there for William Hargraves as he takes his ride down pit side as the caution flag was coming out here. William was having a great run all evening long. We'll take a look back and see what happens here and it looked like a little bit of contact right in front of him here between the 57 ride and the 34. Jim, right there, that little bit of contact gets loose, gets turned around, and fortunately William Hargraves gets into the back of Jim Remis, and then the one ride gets into the back of 71A. Fortunately spins him around. iRacing not coming out with that caution flag quickly there, so another tough break. 71A ride. Oh. Man, oh man, oh man, a great race, almost 70 laps of green flag racing without a caution flag, and finally get the first one, and there's only a few more laps left to go, man. A tough break there for William. Nothing but good hard racing there at the front of the field, and that one definitely hurts as That's all it takes, that little bit of contact. Unfortunately, Jim is getting sideways. William trying to check up to avoid the contact. Couldn't avoid it. Might have been able to get both cars straight. The one ride, unfortunately, not reacting quick enough, gets into the back bumper and helps spin that 71H ride around. So a tough break and a bad break there for the 71H ride of William Hargraves as he's looking his ride down pit side. Coming into the chat says, whelp is correct. A tough break right there, William. A tough break, my boy. That one's got to hurt, homie. That one's got to hurt. We feel for you up here in the broadcast booth, man. A great race, a great run. Just a few laps short there. A few laps short, man. An excellent run for certain. An excellent run there for certain for William as we'll get him stacked up, re-racked, and ready to go back to green flag racing here. Single file restarts as Dustin Benton continues to lead the way. Jim Revis, Johnny Ratley, Bryce Dickinson, and Jake Daniels round out the top 5 here as the big T machine really slowing down the pace there. Is 3 and 4 trying to get a big jump as he does over the 57 ride of Jim Revis. We are back to green flag racing quickly here in this one as Dustin Benton out in front here. It's a great restart, gets a little bit of a groove and a little bit of a lead here off of that 57 ride. Laps click down, it was 5 more laps left to go, 4 more laps this time by the start-finish line. Jim Revis in second, trying to track back down that 34 of Dustin Benton. Johnny Ratley there in position number 3, trying to jump up and take position number 2 away from his teammate. There you see Bryce Dickinson way up there on the high side. In position number 4, Jake Daniels there in 5th. Wade Burris and John Quill Jr. still side by side back there as the 98 gets up hard into the outside wall. He's going to open up the door there for the Quill Racing ride. Trying to take that 6th position away. Dakota Brown having a great run there in 8th. He's got Chad Putterbo there to his inside. Jeremy Akins, Jackie Whaley right there as well as Dustin Benton still out in front, about 6/10 of a lead here over Jim Revis, getting that great restart. Able to get onto the binders there and blow everyone up and get them slowed down for that restart. Was able to quickly get onto the throttle and open up a good gap. A good restart there out of that 57 or the 34 ride. Fortunately, Jim couldn't stick right there with him. Is down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. We're going to see that white flag fly one more time around here in the Dirt Clash Super Street Series Championship Night. Lap number 75 here underway as Dustin Benton continues to lead him here as he heads down the backstretch one more time here. Jim Revis, Johnny Ratley, Bryce Dickinson, Jake Daniels in tow, but no one's going to get there. Down through 3 and out of corner number 4. A picture-perfect evening here for the 34 ride as the big T machine parks it in victory lane here at Knoxville Raceway. Not only picking up the checkered flag, but also picking up the championship. Let's see those checkered flags and trophies up in the chat right now for the 34 ride of Dustin Benton as Benton picks up the checkered flag here. What a run and what a race here from that 34 ride. And give it up for the rest of the field here. Only one caution flag for a 75-lap feature event here around Knoxville Raceway. What a show and what a race here. Jim Revis giving it all right there in position number 2. A good race by Johnny Ratley as well, coming home here in position number 3. We see Bryce Dickinson there in 4th, and Jake Daniels coming home in position number 5. As you see a couple of these Quill Racing rides parked down there on the backstretch, getting their photos taken with the fireworks going off here. Good looking cars down there celebrating a good series and a good run by them, as well as Dustin Benton picks up the checkered flag here. Dustin with a heck of a run, a heck of a show, and a heck of a race here as that 34 ride parks it down here in victory lane. If you guys enjoyed that racing action, if you guys enjoyed that show, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, hit that sub button. If you're watching on Kick, make sure you hit that follow button over there as well, as we are live everywhere and anywhere, and the non-stop racing action continues. As man, what a run, what a race here by all these drivers, and what a show and run there by that 34 ride. Woo! Man, what a race. They made me work for that one, man. Only one caution flag. They were absolutely driving the wheels off these things. As we're going to get ready, we're going to pull that 34 ride of Dustin Benton as he's celebrating down here on the front stretch, burning down the house in the 34 ride. That Throttle Down Motorsports, Precision Auto Body, WB Creative Designs. Number 34 picks up the checkered flag. Tennessee guy here, Let's go, James. Let's go, my boy. Good old Tennessee. James, you're the only 10 I see, my boy. You're the only 10 I see, James. I hope you like what I did there, you know? Hopefully you like what I did there. All right, we're going to get ready. We're going to pull in our race winner here, the 34 ride, as he tries to drive through the fence here and park that ride down in victory lane. Oh, my God, he's going to get it done. There we go. Going to get through the fence, and he's going to pull it down into the Knoxville Raceway victory lane. Man, what a run, what a race right there by Dustin Benton, as we're going to pull him up into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview and the championship here in the Dirt Clash Super Street Series. Man, what a run and what a race there by that 34 ride. Yo, what's good, Jason? What's good, my boy? What's good, homie? Whew. All right, as we're going to get ready to set them back loose here. Yo, Justin McGraw coming in with that sub over on YouTube. Justin, welcome to the Peacemaker family. Welcome to the Peacemaker crew. Coming in, smashing that sub button over there on the YouTube channel. How you doing tonight? How you doing today? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful evening, and hopefully you enjoyed that wicked racing action, as we're going to get ready to pull our race winner in here for his post-race interview and his post-championship interview here as well. Hey, Dustin, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Dustin, my boy, what a run, what a race, man. 70 laps without a caution flag. We get a late one there. You hit a perfect restart. You're able to pull away and pick up not only the checkered flag, but the championship here tonight, man. Take us back through this one. What was going through your mind there all race long as you had Jim Revis and, you know, Johnny Ratley and William Hargraves right there to your back bumper, trying to find a way around you up on the high side, the bottom side, right on your back bumper there, just trying to find a door to be able to jump up and get around you here to take the lead away from you in this one.
I just doing my best to hit my marks. I wasn't going to give up the bottom. I wasn't going to slide up. Those guys are driving in there a whole lot harder than I was. So they got in the back of me a couple times, but that's just good hard racing. I just wasn't going to give up the bottom and take a chance. And then the lapper kind of got in my way and let Williams slip up under me. And then he drove her in there deep like they was doing. And I was able to slip back by him. Those guys it's kind of like last week. They're driving it in there way harder than I am. I'm checking up so that I can hold the bottom. And they're just driving her in there a little deeper than I am.
Absolutely, my boy. As he just held a pretty wheel here all night long, even with all that pressure coming from behind you and all the pressure of just trying to get a good solid race here in to pick up the championship. Was it ever going through your mind there when all the pressure was on, when you saw those guys right there behind you? I'm sure you could hear their cars right there on your inside and trying to find a way to your outside. You know, did you ever think maybe letting them go by, let them race it out, and just have a solid top 5 run there with that big green flag run, just knowing that at any moment, you know, one of them could get in there a little bit too deep, make that contact with you, unfortunately spinning around? Or were you just making sure that you're going to keep that car out in front all race long and make sure you lock yourself into the championship?
I like to think I thrive under pressure. Yeah, the championship was pretty tight between me and William. I knew he was the only one that was able to beat me, so and those guys Williams are a damn good driver, Jim's a good driver. I knew I didn't have to, they might give me a bump here or there, but I don't have to worry about those guys running me over. So no, I really wasn't worried about that. I didn't have no pressure about that. I knew if I could just stay in the top 5 or so, I'd be fine, but I come out here to win races just like everybody else, so I'm not going to just pull over and let them have it just because so I can protect the championship. That ain't a true racer. That ain't how I am. I come from real cars, so I'm racing for all. It's every night's must win to me.
Absolutely, my boy. It's all about those checkered flags. What happens, happens. If it worked out, it worked out. If it didn't, it didn't. That's what we love to hear as you park your 34 ride back down here in Victory Lane. Another checkered flag for yourself. A great run, a great race here to close out the series, man. 75 fast laps here as we only saw that one caution flag. A good turnaround from what we saw, the last couple weeks. A little bit of beating and banging, guys getting a little bit of payback, but you got everyone settled out here in this one. Everyone had the right idea, just running some good hard laps, a long race here, and we saw it all race long. We saw some good side-by-side battles, and we saw the top 4, top 5 there for so many laps, just continue to duke it out, nose to tail, and side by side throughout this race. You're able to hold them all off, park it down here in Victory Lane. Dustin, who do you want to thank for not only a great race and great performance here tonight, but a good run here throughout this entire championship run and being able to park this 34 ride down here in Victory Lane and picking up that championship trophy here for the Dirt Clash Super Street Series?
Aaron, I gotta thank all the drivers for coming out and supporting. Some of them had bad luck here or there. I hated to see William get, I guess, I don't know what happened really. Jim checked up for me, he said, because like I said, I was trying to hug the bottom, and I guess he got in the back of me and William got in the back of him and William spun. I don't know really. I didn't have a good enough view of that, but I want to thank all the drivers for coming out, supporting. Can't do it without each and every one of them. Got to thank you, Aaron, for all you do. I mean, you put on the best, and I mean the best broadcasts. Nobody out there compares. I don't care who they are or what they are. I ain't saying it because you broadcast our races. It's absolutely 1,000% the truth. Nobody compares to Peacemaker Gaming. Gotta thank Big D's Lawn Care, Geezer Motorsports, Precision Auto Body, Team BCR Sim Products, WB Creative Designs, Quill Racing, 5-6 Graphics, Next Level Racing, Throttle Down Motorsports. That was all our sponsors for this season that just ended tonight. Thank all those guys for helping us fire back up and get this first season under our belt since I've been back. And we switch over to Monday nights, and we've had a tremendous amount of support from other teams and just each and everybody that's come on board to be a sponsor for next season. Y'all make all the hard work and dedication to this stuff worth it. I can't wait to see names like Johnny Ratley, which raced with us tonight. Can't wait to see him run for the championship, and Billy Northcutt and Daniel Stifler and some of the names that are coming in for next season. That's just to mention a few. We got a lot of more fast cars, so it ought to be a lot more interesting. Can't wait. Gonna be another good season. Of course, I got to thank my Throttle Down Motorsports teammates for continuing to push me, and as we all strive to get better and faster. I got to give a big shout out to WB Creative Designs. I know I mentioned him with the league sponsorship, but he also stepped up and started sponsoring our team and helping us out with some paints, and I've kept that guy slam-packed busy. I got a whole slew of new cars that I'm waiting to debut for next season. He's done a great job and changed anything and everything I've asked for. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Jim. He's been a huge help all season long. He made us the new logo for the Monday Night All-Star Series. He made us a new
Let's go!
winner sticker that people can put on their car, and I'm gonna have stickers printed out for everybody that won a race this season. Send them to them. And I'll be getting everybody's. I'm going on Thursday of next week. I'm going to have everybody's the top three their cardboard checks made, wall hanger checks, whatever the hell you want to call it. Plus we'll have the hard charger, hard luck, and rookie of the year. Let me while you got me in here, let me tell you who won what. So our rookie of the year will be Jake Daniels. Hard luck award on the season will be Bryce Dickerson. Jim Revis is third, William second. I won the championship. And then I hate William backed out because I know he was frustrated with the way the race went or whatever, but he kind of screwed himself by backing out. So now me and Jim will have to split the hard charger award. So I guess we'll just split that money in half or whatever, but it would have been a three-way tie, but William left the race, so it makes him ineligible for it. And then we done the live draw in the drivers meeting for the free wrap from WB Designs, Creative Designs, and Jake Daniels won that also. Believe it or not, our names was all on this damn wheel, and I done it 3 times just for shits and giggles, and Jake won every time. That shit's rigged.
That's definitely rigged. It's definitely rigged. I don't know about that one. No, I'm just kidding. Well, congrats to all the winners of all the races here, all the prizes and everything else, man. A great season, a great run here by all these drivers and everyone behind the scenes that makes this happen, all the sponsors and yourself behind the scenes making everything come together, making it all work, and putting on a great show here for all these drivers, all their fans in the stands, and all their family that tune in and watch and everything else. We all appreciate you guys for having us on board to be able to broadcast this out to the world, and hopefully nothing but bigger and better things for the seasons to come, and hopefully it continues to build bigger and bigger, getting those bigger names, bigger checks, and bigger everything here for all these drivers, because all these guys, man, they deserve it, showing up every week and putting in all their sweat and tears and all their hard work into being here every week and putting in all the work, making sure their setups and everything are perfect and ready to go for these races. Is definitely a lot of work and a lot of time behind the wheel and on the sim here for all these races.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna give a rundown of and it's liable to go up even more, but this is what we've got so far for next season. This is based on 40 cars, and we won't have no problem getting 40 cars. We got 36 or something signed up already. But next season, each race, each week, it'll pay 15 to win, 10 for second, 5 for third, and we'll also have a $5 hard charger that is sponsored by Geezer Motorsports. The championship will pay 12 places. So we start 24 cars in a race, and at the end of the year, 12 positions will get paid for points. Champion will get 250. Second place will get 200. Third place will get 160. Fourth will get 130. Fifth will get 90. Sixth will get 75. Seventh, 60. Eighth, 55. Ninth, 50. 10th, 50. 11th, 40. 12th, 40. So the top 12 in points are going to get their money back plus some. And then we got a $50 hard charger sponsored by Quill Racing. $50 hard luck award sponsored by Quill Racing. $50 rookie of the year sponsored by DWR. $50 to a random driver, anyone can win this that don't miss a race. And this was some money that we ended up having left over from the Friday Night Lights. So it's sponsored by Friday Night Lights. Then we got a $40 to a random driver. Those will both be, everybody's name will go on a wheel that showed up each and every week, and they got a chance at winning those. And the $40 one is also sponsored by Quill Racing. Then we got $50 to the guy with the fewest incident points on the season. You must race all the races, of course, because that wouldn't be fair otherwise. That's sponsored by Geezer Motorsports. And then WB Creative Designs is back on board this season, and he has donated 2 wraps. And they'll both be random draw. So we got a lot of stuff to give out, no matter what. It don't matter where you finish, but just make sure you finish the race, because you start pulling off and parking, you take yourself out of some of that stuff.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Dustin, congrats on the win. Congrats on the championship, my boy. Unfortunately, I do have to run to the shop here. Did you want to do post-race interviews here to finish off the race, or do you want maybe do tomorrow? We could do like a race chat sort of thing where we'll all kind of get together and shoot the shit and do a little chit-chat tomorrow evening and maybe run some laps tomorrow afternoon?
I'll do it, Aaron. I'll do my best.
Beauty.
I'll do my best.
All right. All right.
I'll take the mic.
Full access. You go to work. You do these interviews, and you tell these drivers
What'd you do?
what they need to do and everything else. And hopefully you guys enjoy the interviews. I gotta quickly run to work, so I'll be right back. I'll be probably 15, maybe 20
Aaron
minutes
muted himself. I don't know if you guys can hear me on this broadcast or not. I guess I need to pull it up.
Yeah, no, you're you got full chat.
Okay.
Everyone that's pulled in, they'll be able to hear you. So they'll hear you from here on out, and it'll just be you, my boy.
All right. Appreciate it, Aaron.
All right, guys, I'll be right back before this is done. So make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Show some love here to Dustin as he's going to do some post-race interviews here for us, as I got to quickly go to the shop, make sure the door is shut down, and make sure that everything is good to go here for the shop.
Go. All right, we will pull William is not in Discord. Uh-oh. Pull up Jim. Mr. Jim, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to do my best. Aaron's had to leave and step out, so he's left me in charge. I can't see no chat, can't see nothing, so they can shit talk us all they want to, I guess. Mr. Jim, you brought home a 3rd place finish tonight.
Yeah, you're like echoing, dude.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I guess this ain't going to work then. Aaron's left, so it's echoing for you.
There we go. I had shut the broadcast down.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Jim, you come home in 2nd place. I'm sorry. Come home in 2nd place. How you feel about the race tonight?
Great racing up to lap 70, man. And, man, I hate that. I had to, well, since you're broadcasting, I had to check up for you. I followed you into that corner 4 or 5 different times, and that last time you really checked up, and I had to really hit the brakes and check up. Got a little sideways, and then William came in and got me, and I feel I didn't even want to do the broadcast, man. I feel bad for William because we was having such a good race.
Oh, it was. I mean, it was a really good race, and we was all just racing hard, and I think I might have clipped the berm a little bit, which killed my momentum. It wasn't intentional by no means, but William was driving it in there really, really hard. I did notice that.
Well, I was too. That's how we was getting our. That was how we was both getting our jumps on you and everything. But all in all, like I said, good racing, good season. Looking forward to next season. Again, man, I feel so bad just for William because he was right there, and don't know if he could have got you or not, but he gave you a run for the money.
Oh yeah, he most definitely did. I mean, it was a great season, and I mean, I think the world of William. Love racing with William. I was not giving up the bottom, and I was doing it the whole entire race. I was hugging right up against that berm, and yeah, like you said, you both was driving in there a whole lot harder than I was, and washing up a little bit. And I mean, that's actually how a lapper let William get around me because I had to check up a little, and then William drove in there real hard and washed up, and I drove right back under him. I mean, that's the reason I was hugging the bottom, is just to stay on the bottom.
Yeah, well, with me and William, we knew you was on the bottom, and we either had to hope you caught the berm and it washed you out, or we had to find a different line. And there, probably 3/4 through the race, me and William started searching, and then I found the line, slider line, long slider line, and I'd get the momentum on you on the back stretch, and I'd get under you, but I couldn't quite get to your door before you'd turn. So I'd have to check up because I wasn't to your door yet, buddy. That wasn't my line, so I wasn't going to nudge you out of the way.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we all bumped a little bit, but we gave and took, and that's what it's all about. Give and take.
I have a feeling we're going to be busy in the committee room tonight, so uh, get the sponsors out of the way so we can get Johnny up here and we can get in the committee room and
Well, we
take
can't get
care
the
of business.
sponsors out of the way yet. We got to talk about your third place finish in the points championship. How do you feel about coming home third in this championship race?
Real good, man. Real good, especially with the drivers we got. Think I could have probably done a little bit better. I had a couple bad races there, got caught up with lappers and stuff. But all in all, like I said, the group we got, best thing, being handpicked by the committee. You know who you got, how they're going to race. Lot like the DWR format, which put on great races. And I think, with the exception maybe one or two races we've had, uh, they've all been great races. Low caution counts, except for the last one there. But dude, like I said, I'm looking forward to next season. With everybody we got coming in. Like I said, I think it's going to be a really, really good season.
Yes, sir. I believe so too. All right. Well, we'll let you thank all your sponsors who helped you make the season or make the races each and every week and got you up and down the road.
Well, like I said, first and foremost, man, I keyed up in the game, told William sorry I had to check up again. Dude, you don't know how bad I feel. William's one of the best racers out there, and I hate that we got together like we did. Other than that, first and foremost, man, I gotta thank my team guys, man. We've added a few, and you seen one of the new guys. He got the pole tonight, ran the pole, stayed up there for a few laps. So I expect a lot from him. I think he's gonna be really good. Uh, DJ was there in spirit. He was in chat for a little while. He's not a member of the league, but he was there cheering us on. So got a shout out to him. Um, iRacing iFlag, Jeff over there, main sponsor on the car, does a lot for me. J&D Landscape, Evil One Graphics, Junk Fabrication, Schuler Chassis, and Mama Schuler Promotions, man. She helps out a lot with the team too. Then, like I said, also got to thank you for putting all this on, all the sponsors we had, and all the sponsors. I got to thank them for coming aboard next season, all of them we got. And I guess you and Aaron for the broadcast tonight.
You can't thank me for no broadcast. I can't believe he left me in charge. All right,
buddy.
Mr. Jim. Well, have a good evening. I'll see you soon in the committee room. Thanks for all your support with you and your team. thanks for all you've done to help us out. Really appreciate it. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, if I trust me, if I didn't think this league had a future in it, I wouldn't be investing all my time, and my guys wouldn't be investing their time and money. So I think you got something good going on here.
Yes, sir, I do too. And if you can do me a big favor, can you try to get Bryce back in Discord
Yes, sir.
for an interview?
Alrighty, I'll jump
Oh.
out here and you can get Johnny up here, and I'll see if I can't get Bryce over here.
Johnny is no longer in Discord either.
He's showing him mine down the DWR channel. I'll move him up here.
Oh, I see him. I see him. I see him.
There you go.
Mr. Johnny Ratley coming in here and playing spoiler tonight, getting a third place finish. How you feel about it, old buddy?
I feel good. I won't. I just. Can you hear me now? I was hearing double, man.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
No, it was good, man. It was a good race, man. Set for 70 laps. Y'all was battling. I was just gonna, stay right there with y'all. I wasn't gonna get in y'all's way because y'all was having a good battle. I wasn't gonna force the issue for sure, man. Y'all was putting on a good little battle right there. I just didn't know it was it was working both. It was a little bit of low and high going on right there. It was a little rough up there, top. You still got me?
Yes, sir. I got you. I'm just listening. Yeah, it was.
I hated to see what right there at the end. I couldn't tell what happened right there, right around lap 70. I just all of a sudden I saw William get sideways, and I tried to check up, and there was no way I could stop from tagging him, like finishing him out completely. He was like totally sideways right there, and I just barely hit him, turned him around. I think he just went on into pits. But all in all, man, it was fun, man. I had a blast.
Yeah, me and Jim's both said it. We hate it for William. We really do. Not a better guy on the sim. Not a better racer out there than William. But it just goes to show the racers we got in here that we can go 70 laps and us all four still be that close.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. I didn't know if I could. I was started way back there. I completely botched the qualifying. I totally forgot about the 3-lap thing, and like messed up on the last lap and completely stopped before I even got to the finish line. Yeah, so I was like,
him.
man, because Jim had told me, he was like, I don't think he done the qualifying. I was like, well, dang, I came across and stopped, and then it did. So I was like, oh well. I mean, I'll just work my way through the field if I can. I had 75 laps, and it didn't take me too long to get through there. But y'all, I had to catch y'all a little bit. I was pretty fast through the down low. I think I was a little bit faster than all three of y'all right there. But y'all was racing hard, so I didn't have to race, but y'all were racing. I caught y'all pretty quick. Like I said, I was just riding. I rode and rode and rode, trying to see which way was faster, see if y'all would mess up. I think y'all got together one other time in the middle of the race, and it kind of shook out a little bit, but all them lap cars made it pretty interesting there for a minute. But, man, it was good, man. I was rusty out there, but it was fun.
Well, we got you coming back. We got you signed up for Monday Night All-Stars, so how you feel about being able to run a whole season?
As long as my work don't interfere, I feel good about it. I think we'll have a hell of a battle. Like you said before, man, we got some good drivers coming in that I know of. The current guys that are in here, it's going to be a hell of a battle. Hell of a battle, especially I don't know how it's going to shake it out in that vote that's going on with whether it's going to be qualifying or pill draw. If it's pill draw, it's going to be very interesting for sure. So it's going to make it where it could be anybody's race any day tonight, as opposed to how I've been watching from afar, all the broadcasts, and it's been pretty much you, William, and Jim every night, pretty much up there battling for the wins. I think Sage had a good run one time, a couple nights he was running with you. I believe it was somebody else that maybe won. But like I said, next year, I think it's going to be a hell of a battle. Like you said, there's going to be a lot more quality drivers coming in, so it's going to be pretty tight.
Yes, sir. I believe it's going to be really interesting with the likes of yourself, Billy Northcutt, Daniel Stifler, and I'm sure I'm missing several good drivers, but that's just to name a few of the guys that we got coming in, and I look forward to it. Look forward to the challenge, and I believe it's going to be a tight race in the top 10 in points.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's gonna be pretty tight. I think it's gonna be tight all the whole time.
Yeah, the whole season will be tight. All right, Johnny. Well, we appreciate you making the race. And who would you like to thank for getting you in here?
I just want, I appreciate you letting me come in here and run tonight. I want to thank my team over there at Dirt Warrior Racing. I want to thank iRacing, iFlag, Evil One Graphics, Jump Fabrication, JRE, Hammerheads Leather, J&D Landscape, Mama Schuler Promotions, Schuler Chassis. I want to thank Aaron Woods over there at Peacemaker Gaming, man. He does a hell of a job, man. I hate that I missed you tonight, brother. I hate it. I can't believe you stuck me over here with old Dustin Benton. I want I want to thank Dustin, man, for putting this on. Me and him, man, me and Dustin go way back, man. We started this thing a long time ago, man. He's just taking off with it, man. He's doing a hell of a job with it. And I look forward to next year, brother.
All right, Johnny. Well, we appreciate you running, and we appreciate all the help you and your team have been willing to do to help things get bigger and better for next season.
Oh yeah, man. Anytime, brother. Talk to you later.
See you. Mr. Jake Daniels, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Jake, you are our rookie of the year. How do you feel?
Feel pretty good. Me and Bryce raced together quite a lot this year. He was one of the other major contenders. And yeah, definitely a hard fought year for rookie of the year. So very happy with that.
Well, you picked up rookie of the year, and you had a lot of good runs throughout the season. Last week, you ran second for most of the race, and had some unfortunate bad luck towards the end. You've had a lot of good finishes and improved throughout the season. So, how you feeling going into Monday Night All-Stars?
Feel pretty good. A lot of the tracks that we raced at this year, I had raced at once, maybe twice. Some of them I never raced at all. So, the beginning of the year, I finished 12th, 11th. At the end of the year, I was finishing 5th and 4th. So, definitely much improved performance. So definitely feeling pretty good going into Monday Night All-Stars.
Yes, sir. You have improved. I have to say so myself. And we had the privilege of scooping you up and getting you on the team over at Throttle Down Motorsports. And we are proud of you for coming in here and getting better each and every week, like you said, and taking the Rookie of the Year award.
Well, thank you, sir. Very happy to be Rookie of the Year, and very happy to run with the guys over at Throttle Down. They've been a good home.
Who would you like to thank for getting you up and down the road and getting you in, bringing you to these races each and every week?
Like to thank Action Automotive, Tom Hicks Painting, and Wade Burris Painting. I don't know if that's actually the name of his.
WB Creative Designs.
WB Creative Designs. He's the one that did the wrap on the car and based it on the actual car. And looks very good.
Give everybody a little backstory of this paint you run. So give the fans out there a little rundown of why your car looks the way it does.
Started out as a joke in 1992. We painted the car like this as a joke, like a police car, and started winning and figured it'd be bad luck to change it, and that's what we're still running 31 years later.
So for the guys out there that think, what in the hell is this guy running? Well, we've tried to get this guy to run a fancy paint, as I guess most people would call it. but he's old school and he's sticking with his paint that looks just like his real car. So if you see Jake on the track and you wonder why his paint looks like it does, because that's what his real car looks like.
That's
And
right.
there's you a little backstory on Mr. Jake. Mr. Jim, I had to pull you back up here in the broadcast booth and break a little news to you that I forgot to mention earlier. Are you here, Jim? Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you. Hi, Mr. Jim. Well, I'd like to congratulate you on something else. I guess me and you'll have to take this award and cut it in half. Me and you tied for the hard charger of the season.
Oh, cool.
So we'll take that money and split it in half. And I guess we can take the cardboard check and cut it in half.
Or you can give us both one.
uh,
Half check ain't gonna look good on my wall.
I'll probably just send it to you.
I appreciate it. Let me ask this, where would William have been if he would have finished third as far as hard charger? Would we have been a three-way tie?
Yeah, it would have been a three-way tie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I hated to see him back out. Because if he would have just come back out on the track and ran the rest of the race, it'd have been a three-way tie.
Now, if he would have passed me, would that gave him hard charger?
No, because the way we keep up with it and the way it works, so everybody at home knows, and I guess so you know, is each week that you are considered a hard charger, your name gets wrote down. And I had one hard charger, you had one hard charger, and William had one hard charger. So one of us would have had to have been the hard charger of the race to take it away from the other two.
Okay.
So it was a three-way tie. William backed out, so he lost that. But there was no way for either of the three of us to be the hard charger because we all started second, third, and fourth. So somebody back through the field passed more cars than we did.
Okie doke. Well, that sucks. I could say like I said, I still feel bad. I'm still apologizing to him.
I've tried to get him to come to Discord so he can do his interview, but I guess he's refusing. I don't know. I've messaged and he won't come back to Discord, so I hate it. I'd like to interview him for finishing second in points, but I guess he's too upset to come to the broadcast booth.
Alrighty, bub. Well, I'm gonna jump out of here and make me some more smokes and get ready for a little bit later on. And appreciate the hard charger award.
Yes,
Or the
sir.
split.
Yeah, split it in half.
All right, buddy.
All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for me in the broadcast booth. Not sure what Mr. Aaron's got here, if it'll keep playing or what he's got, how he's got it set up, but that'll do it for this season with the Dirt Clash Super Street Series. Keep an eye out for the Racing for Randy race we got coming up. Will be June 23rd, 23. And then Monday Night All-Stars will fire up June 26, 23. For you that might be interested and don't know the Racing for Randy race, it's 3 races in one night on the 23rd of June. It's a memorial race for our buddy Randy that we lost to cancer. Have a good night, guys. Peace out.
All right, we're back, chat. We're back. Whew. Is everyone still in here? You done the interviews? You must be done the interviews. Okay. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in, man. An absolutely wicked, wicked show. Huge thank you to everyone that makes this possible, man. And I'm happy that Dustin was able to jump in and do some interviews there. You know, that I ran out of breath there. I had to run up the stairs. I almost tripped on an acorn that some squirrel put on my staircase. I almost died. That was close. That was close. I was like inches away from death. I saw it. I saw my life flash in front of my eyes. Almost died tripping over an acorn, running back to get into the house as quick as possible. That was a close one. But listen, thank y'all for tuning in, man. An absolutely wicked show, an absolutely wicked race here by all these drivers. These guys put on a great show week after week after week. I can't thank them enough for tuning in and showing up and putting on a great show here for all of us. And I can't thank you guys enough as well. All the fans in the stands, all you guys coming in, showing the love, sticking it out, and battling here with all these drivers through thick and thin. As we saw some great numbers, some great people tuning in here, and some great shows here by every one of you guys tuning in. All the star senders, everyone that comes in with the likes, the shares, the comments, all that stuff is free. Every like, comment, and share is absolutely free. Doesn't cost anything. Same with the subscriptions over on YouTube. Doesn't cost anything at all, and helps out the stream by a lot, and helps push out the stream to more and more people. So listen, can't thank you guys enough for tuning in. All the fans in the stands, I do this for you guys, and I continue to do it for each and every one of you, so that you guys have something beautiful to watch on your evenings, sitting at home or sitting at work or whatever or wherever you are. Something for you guys to tune in and enjoy. But listen, thank y'all for tuning in. Unfortunately, we're going to call it there on that note for the race. I'm going to take off. I might be back live tonight. I'm not 100% sure. We might jump on and do something with some of the friends. We might do some Fall Guys or some Fortnite. Who knows what we'll get into, but we'll definitely be getting into something. But listen, thank you all for tuning in. Yo, what's up, Tony? What's up, Whippersnapper? What's good, my boy? What's good, Tony? How you doing tonight, my boy? How's your evening going? Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful night. Unfortunately, we're just getting ready to shut things down, my boy, but hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful night, homie. Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful, wonderful night, Tony. But listen, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being a part of the show and part of the wicked racing action. Everyone that comes in and shows all the love with the likes, the shares, the comments. I can't thank you guys enough. All the star senders, all the subscribers, everyone that comes in and shows the support on so many different levels, man. That it be, free or, donating a little bit of, your hard-earned money towards the stream and making things bigger and better and continuing to grow and everything else, and allowing me the ability to, take a little bit of extra time away from work and being able to do this is definitely absolutely awesome. Back racing, my guy. Let's go, Tony. Back to iRacing. Back to iRacing. You got your wheel and everything set up again, your PC fixed and everything, so good to hear that, my boy. Good to hear that. We look forward to seeing you back out onto the racetrack, homie. We look forward to seeing you back out onto the racetrack. Have a good one, man. Absolutely, Tony. Absolutely, my boy. We might be back live here in a little bit if you guys are still awake, if you're still wanting to tune in and watch some, some action. Probably not racing, but maybe some other gameplay. That'd be Fortnite or Fall Guys or who knows what we'll get into. I'm sure we'll have a big group of people to jump on board and run something. Get something going on, that's for certain. Get something going on. So hopefully I'll see you guys here in a little bit. If not, I'll see you guys all tomorrow evening for a little bit of action. I'll see you guys all tomorrow or tonight. Peace out, baby. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Much love. Tell somebody you love them. Peace and love. Woo! See y'all later.